first off, guys back at it after a couple days off. How did you feel today's workout went?
I was anxious. First of all, we started back on Sunday. Everyone was 10 minutes early in their seats, so that was the first test, and we passed that. I thought for the most part it was a good way to get bowl prep started, 5 days off. So, I think it's being more intentional tomorrow. We have to be better than we were today from a fundamental execution standpoint, from a habit standpoint, all that goes into playing winning football. But I've liked our mindset so far.
Now, you guys have had more time to really do more of a deep dive on Bowling Green. Maybe what stood out to you now that you probably didn't see on the surface the first time around, maybe?
Well, I think the more video you watch, the more you're impressed. First of all, they're a senior-dominated football team, so they played a lot of football. And if you really look back, they were one game away from playing for the Mid-American Conference Championship. And then you look what they did with their non-conference schedule and how competitive they were. But they were 6-2 in the Mid-American Conference. That's championship standards. The problem where they ran in is they were 1-3 in their non-conference because of the challenging non-conference schedule that they had. But very, very deep football team. We all know about the tight end, but there's many weapons around him. And then defensively, they're second in the MAC in pass defense. And again, they do a good job with their effort, their toughness. And again, it's what you would expect from a senior-dominated football team.
How beneficial has this period of these days been to getting some of the younger guys like more valuable reps just in practice?
Well, repetition's the mother to all learning, and I think when you can have some younger players and you can kind of treat it like spring football, even if it's from a scout team standpoint or a service standpoint or from a special team standpoint, anytime you can just play football, you're going to make yourself better. But besides on the field, it's off the field. It's spending more time with our connection, but it's being in the weight room. And so again, these individuals, rather than being home, they're still lifting weights and growing their bodies, so I think that's big as well.
Also, it's got to be big having a group of guys that experienced this bowl process last year. How big is it having that group, one, to mentor the young guys, but two, kind of build on the experiences they learned last year?
Well, again, byproduct of our experiences. And anytime you play in postseason play, it's an honor and a privilege and everything that goes into it. And there's kind of a number of phases that go in. We're right now going through phase 1. But phase 2 now comes when we hit the bowl site and what's our mindset. And then phase 3 is really the day before the game. You got to flip the switch. Obviously that'll be Christmas. So you got to flip the switch and then you got to be ready to go for game day. So there's really 3 different phases that you go through in terms of winning a bowl game.
Health-wise, how are things looking at this point for you guys?
Well, we're excited. We had Nate Martinez back, some in practice today. Obviously we've been decimated up front in the defensive line with some season-ending injuries, but right now we're about as healthy as we could possibly be since going through a long season.
First off, just first day back at practice after a few days off. How did you feel practice went for you guys today?
It was a good starting point for the week. I think a lot of people took advantage of their few days off, so you can tell. But it was a good start to the week. Able to get our legs back and things like that, get our rhythm back, get our timing down. So it was a good starting point.
Another bowl experience for you. I mean, what were some of the biggest lessons you kind of learned last year that you're going to help for yourself applying for this time around?
Definitely treatment. We got more time than a usual game week to study, so really hone into your studying throughout the week. Try to stay fresh. We don't have classes right now, so that's even more time to study film, get treatment, hang out with the guys. So really just take advantage of your time while you have more time on your hands than in school.
What stands out to you the most looking at Bowling Green on film?
Definitely their front seven. They're very aggressive. They're big up front, and then they do some different things in the back end with different kind of coverages and stuff. So we'll really have to hone into our eye discipline, our timing, our footwork, and things like that. So it'll be a big challenge for us.
For you personally, what are just some of the things you just want to work on here before y'all head down to Mobile?
Like I said, first day back, so kind of getting our legs back. Then staying in good time with my receivers, really hone into my footwork, my eye discipline, being able to be decisive and accurate, get the ball out my hands and take pressure off the O-line, and then just make the routine play.
First off, first day back at practice after a couple of days off, how do you feel today's practice went?
Today it was a pretty good practice. A lot of guys took advantage of the break. It's always once you get a break, you can kind of get out of shape, and you can tell a few of the guys felt that. But I feel like everybody came back with the intention to get better today and attack practice. Just got to be more intensive, have more intensity.
Got to ask you about, the news, Group of 5 All-American. Just, I mean, how cool is it for you personally, earning a big national honor like that?
It's always a blessing. All glory to God for one. I want to thank my teammates. Without them, none of that's possible. And the crazy part about it, I really just found out right before practice, so that's huge. I'm excited about that, and I just continue to keep moving forward.
You know, how beneficial is this experience for you? I mean, not just going to another bowl game, but having a chance to mentor some of the young guys going through this process, getting ready for a bowl game.
It's all the same. I just tell them to stay the course, take pride in being a leader, just going there and taking in my role, just doing the best I can do, show them the ropes, because of course we put the pride into the coach and just pass it down to them and just show them how it's supposed to be.
No, looking at Bowling Green, what stands out to you the most looking at them on film?
They do a lot. They got a lot of formation. They got a lot of plays off of plays. They got decent backs. We talked about the backs a lot, and of course the tight end. He's one of the best in the country apparently. But we just got to come in, play ball, play team defense, communicate well, have great ideas playing. Everything will be all good.
Last question, just what are some of the things you guys want to accomplish here before you guys head down to Mobile?
Just be us, man. Perfect us, love on each other, communicate, just do things the A-State way, you know. Just be intentional with everything we do, and just get ready for the bowl.